Home for soul and kingdom for freedom. Xiefeng. When I think of the life in the thousand-year world and then I compare it with the living conditions of current people, I really understand what is called the immeasurably vast difference. This feeling, just like a man who has been changed into a dog, lived among dogs, and then he speaks of the human living conditions with dogs. It is hard to avoid feeling sadness as one faces such situations. Due to the flaw of thinking coupled with the lacking of life knowledge, people cannot understand 36-dimensional space, cannot know the greatest creator, and cannot listen to the teachings of Jesus and Sakyamuni. They run about madly on the wrong paths and become farther and farther from Tao. Facing such situation, I am anxious to leave early. However, I firm my belief each time when I remind that I can go to the Elysium world and enjoy the better life than that of the thousand-year world. I will give a focused explanation on the anti-material world after I finish the 100 chapters of the Revelation, and my mission will also be almost finished when I accomplish the anti-material world. And then it's time for me to leave. In fact, the principle of life is very easy, and the difference is that the thinking ability of people cannot reach that high. Once you have completely understood it, any profound things will be as simple as 1 + 1 = 2. I hope everyone should not regard Lifechanyuan as a religious or political organization but as a home for soul or kingdom for freedom. Neither should regard Xuefeng as a king. Yaoling Celestial elect me as the king of the seeking knowledge kingdom. I can understand the mood, but that would destroy me. You should never treat me as a hierarch either. You can compare as brothers, friends, celestial friends, lovers, the small pig or old dog, but I am just me, just a tour guide. I have written a lot of articles, and many articles are nonsense for Chanyuan celestials, who should not be constrained by my nonsense. My articles are just written for the people outside Lifechanyuan, and I just try my best to find the proper people and guide them to Lifechanyuan. Without these articles' footsteps, they cannot find this life palace Lifechanyuan, and once they have entered into Lifechanyuan, these articles' footsteps become no use. All the people being granted by me as Chanyuan Celestial and start the new life course, you are the ones I am looking for. It is the grace of the greatest Creator, the blessing and guidance of God and Buddha, the good fortune made in the former life by you that we gather in Lifechanyuan from so many different places. For me, I just act under orders and come to look for you, to tell you the secret and exit of life. I don't have any merits or virtues for you, and it is not Xuefeng but the greatest Creator that you should remember forever. About Satan, what I talked about may be different from that of others, but what I want to say is that Satan shares the same importance as Jesus. Without Jesus, many people cannot go to heaven. Without Satan, the inferno will be empty. As a result, the symmetry of whole life structure will lose balance, so Satan has to guide a large quantity of life into the underworld. In this way, there are only a small amount of life go to the upper world. Jesus said that the door of life is very narrow. Only few people can find and enter into it. For example, among 1.3 billion Chinese people only about tens of thousands of people can find the life door, and whether they can enter into it is still a problem, such as Kunlun Celestial, Celestial Mountain Celestial, Celestial Island Celestial, Heaven River Celestial, Brook Celestial and Crane Celestial etc. approach to the gate of life door but then retreat back. This is their sadness and also is Satan's function. Now I have completely abandoned them and withdraw the name granted. Lifechanyuan will not have those people anymore. Wish the greatest Creator pity them, wish they have a good life, wish they can catch the next life boat and enter into the supreme life space. Before everyone leaves the mortal world, Lifechanyuan is regarded as the home of the soul and kingdom of freedom, and please don't compare Lifechanyuan with the worldly society or religious situations, without any rights or obligations. Herein Lifechanyuan everybody acts according to his, her mind voice and emotional reaction. In Lifechanyuan, one need not do the things that one is unwilling to do, and it is unnecessary to compel oneself, certainly, nor to compel others either. At this point, I hope everyone to communicate, discuss frequently with others and to help each other but not to argue and disparage others, and the most important thing is to keep harmony. Everyone has to learn to face the greatest Creator alone, namely even without the guidance of Xuefeng in the future, everyone will be able to break through the constraint of space-time and go to the supreme life space. Although you are already very different, but strictly speaking you are still in confusion currently. It is very difficult to accept everything such as the 1,000-year world, 10,000-year world, Elysium world and life channels etc. in our mind, so I will try my best to explain it in anti-material world in simple and plain words. However, the key secret can only be explained separately to you because the nature's mystery cannot be revealed easily. You should not be anxious as we know haste makes waste, and things only can be easily settled when conditions are ready. Hospitals and doctors will disappear, on Lifechanyuan era, 6. Dayform Buddha. October 5, 2006. Finally, humankind will understand that diseases are in most cases the reflection of disability of spirit and soul, aches in waist, leg, and bone are led by bad habits of daily lives, misfortunes and calamities are due to the indecent consciousness. No doctor and hospital exist in plant world or animal world, yet they are healthy and live, grow, die according to Tao. There are no doctors or hospitals in my hometown, the 1,000-year world. No one sick, people all die without disease after 1,000 years. When I traveled around the 10,000-year world and the celestial islands continent of the Elysium world, no one ever heard of doctors and hospitals. Celestials who live up to 10,000 years old and 100 million years old never knew what are diseases. Only the messy man's world has such things. People who should die yet not dying and who should live yet dying are on the contrary to Tao. We can do the research and conclude that people who often get sick are mainly those obsessed with mental disorder or illness. Not being stuck, there will be no pain, and pain always comes with something being stuck. Once spirit and soul go wrong, body hurts. Some people's diseases are completely caused by bad habits of diet and daily lives. While lumbar sprain, ankle twisting, bruising, snake biting, car accident, etc. are induced by the problem of consciousness. Healthy people are magnanimous, kind, open-minded, selfless and with less desires. They are satisfied, appreciative and spontaneous. In a word, health of human body directly links to the life non-material structure of life. Be careful and you will discover an interesting phenomenon. People who can easily find doctors and hospitals are often get sick. The more medical magazines people read and the more medicines people concerned, the better chance they get sick. The thing you feared more will come to you faster. There is an article, Chasing the Sun, Escaping Darkness, in Wisdom, which means, chasing diseases, one can hardly get health. If one's mind is brimmed with concepts of disease, how can he or she be healthy? The healthcare industry of mankind is developing rapidly, which surely benefits people's health. At present, people do need doctors, hospitals and medicines. Without these, many people would suffer more. Lifechanyuan has no doubt about this, and we hope more and more good doctors, hospitals and medicines are available. The problem is, however persuasive good is, evil is still stronger. We not only don't eradicate disease, yet, diseases are on the rise, and more people get sick. The most serious problem is that people pay more and more money to treat diseases. Some people even spend all their money and are in debt. What's even worse, they are not cured and dead at last, leaving eternal misery to those who are alive. People over 60 years old should not go to hospital. Cycle of 60 years means one has already eaten what should have been eaten, drunk what should have been drunk, experienced what should have been experienced, played what should have been played. One transmigration has been done, why is still bothering? If one is healthy, keep moving on. If one is sick, destiny will call, maybe it's time to go to the next transmigration. Anyone who is valueless to his or her relatives, friends, and burdensome to society, should be easy, brave, and open-minded. There will be no doctor hospital in Lifechanyuan era. People lucky enough to enter into Lifechanyuan era are those who understand the causes of illness, soothe themselves, live healthily, cheerfully, and energetically. Everyone is shrink, everyone can heal illness. Lifechanyuan itself is the best hospital. Lifechanyuan treats diseases thoroughly, not superficially. The super wisdom is invisible, conquering the enemy without huge war, treating people without obvious medical treatment. Before treating thoroughly, I invent a method. It will only take half a day every day to practice, and every disease will be cured. Generally speaking, Chanyuan Celestial of Lifechanyuan, once stick to the Chanyuan values, would not get sick. In Lifechanyuan era, no one would get sick, country, religion, and political party disappear. Everyone has his or her job and can feed oneself. Everyone is free and independent. Why there is illness? Playing games is better than getting sick. Remember, human life leading heaven has no disease. In their previous life sick people would not enter into heaven. Lifechanyuan era is the copy of this world of heaven's 1,000-year world. Sick people can't enter into Lifechanyuan era. No doctor or hospital ever exist in Lifechanyuan era. People take care in advance and become their own doctors.